Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Crazy Kitsune Gaming back with our final mission for Agent Rose in the Garden Warfare 2 campaign walkthrough. By the way, if you shoot this button, you can get a gnome. I'm gonna say it every single time. Good thing is this is our last mission around here, so you won't have to suffer my voice saying that much more. What you will have to suffer my voice for is me mentioning another YouTuber real quick. Not sure if you've ever heard of him. This little man called Wolfie Plays. Well, actually, he's not a little man. I think you will in fact find he is a big man. And he has done a lot of really good videos on this game, so you should definitely go check him out. Not before you subscribe to me or anything. Remember to do that, but definitely go ahead and check him out afterwards. I hear he even has a Hall of Shag. Man, I don't even have a Hall of Shag, and that's what life always comes down to at the end of the day. But, in any case, let's get into the final mission proper. Hello, Agent Rose. What do you have for us today? Well, that escalated quickly. The wand is evil! It was forged with dark magic and opened dangerous rifts. You must close them. By the way, Rose, I would like to mention, this whole thing was your idea. You were the one who wanted us to go and get the wand, and then you had the idea to go test it out in the park, and now we're the ones who are sat with the task of closing these rifts. I just feel the need to point that out real quick. That wand, there's an evil force at work within it. There's an inscription here, hard to make out. Only in dark hooves will the wand's true nature be revealed. This is the work of dark goat magic! You must act quickly before the world is consumed by that is just too funny of a sentence. By truly terrible evil consumers. Oh no, I have to hold my face seriously. Why is that so funny? Close the gulf ribs. On my way. Just. Oh, that is just too. That's too funny to say. Alright. Thanks for the help. Yeah, you better thank me considering most of this is like at least 70% your fault. Weaken the goat portals before destroying them. Okay, yep, we have charging goats. Oh, charging goats. He almost destroyed that fire hydrant. Okay. Yeah, they have a very wide range to their ram. But yeah, basically these guys, they have decent health. They mostly... Wow, okay. Yeah, they can mostly... Oh, you bounced me on a roof. Well, congratulations, gentlemen. You've conned yourselves. But basically their only attack really is that ram ability. Which, honestly, as you've just seen, is more helpful than hindering. I'm just like... You just bonked me onto a roof. I mean, you guys just shagged yourselves in this case. Alright then. So now, basically, you just need to deal damage to the portal. You can try hurting it before the goats are gone, but it is very difficult because this is a very long rift closing process, and if they ram you during it, you have to start the whole process again. Alright, so that is one portal down. You're really good at dealing with goats. Thank you. What an achievement, I can deal with goats. You never said I was good at dealing with all the vampires we've killed off, or even all the zombified yetis. But hey, the goats, yeah, I'm really good at dealing with the goats. Thank you very much. I feel like I have such a big willy after that. Alright then. Whoop. Okay. Oh, yep. Oh, they're coming. This may be a good Gatling opportunity. Actually, it might not, because Because if they ram you, then they would pull you out of Gatling instantly, but that didn't happen, so... This was secretly a good idea. Okay. He completely dodged that beam bomb. His buddy back there didn't. He walked right into it. Okay, let's start smashing up this portal. They have a decent chunk of health. I promise it's not just 3 all-stars and a mech all inside a trench coat. No, it's just a portal. That's all it is. It may have the health of 3 all-stars and a mech, but it's not. It's a portal. Which apparently also summons foot soldiers. Was that hard? It didn't look hard. It's somewhat hard. I mean, I'm pretty sure... Let me kill this guy. It is literally on the hard difficulty, so, I mean, it must be hard. Okay, final portal. Let's sit back and regenerate some health. There is a reason I chose Pea-Shooter for this mission. Hey, it's not Citron. I finally changed it up. Oh, hello, goats. Oh, there is buckets of goats. That would be interesting to see, a bucket of goats. Problem is, goats are a bit too big for buckets. Okay. Don't just headbutt me. No, don't headbutt me. That's not fashionable. This is a war. What the heck am I talking about fashion? But, like, come on, guys. You can certainly get more fancy than just bashing me up against houses. Oh, by the way, this is actually the, zombie section of the map. This part of the town has basically been completely zombified. I mean, dear God, even the cars look like they've been Frankensteined. I mean, what in the world happened to you? There's even a cone on you. No, you do not need a cone. Sorry, cone heads are already tanky enough. What about cone cars? Maybe that would solve all the car accident issues. Just put road cones on the cars. And everyone will know not to, like, run them over or anything. That's a genius idea. Yeah, just make it so every car has a road cone on top of it. That's genius. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Anyway, close this dang rift. It is just sending out goats way too fast. Oh, hello, goats you are. Bah. Ah. Bah! I'm confused. Bah! Yep, time to hyper. We're hyper hopping. We're hyper hopping onto the roof, and I have no shame. This is why Pea-Shooter is the best choice. Because his ram... Ooh, his ram is something else. You do not want to get hit by his ram. Please stand there by that beam bomb. Thank you. Okay, I should do the boss somewhat legitimate. Okay, hi. Okay. Now, do your ram thing again. Let's try to get some Gatling Pea off. I barely did anything with that. Oh, and the health is just... Oh, let me back on the roof. I mean, you almost kind of did. 10... Okay, hyper hopping, hyper hopping, hyper hopping. We're hyper hopping. Yeah, this is why Pea-Shooter is a really good idea. Especially if you're doing this mission on, you know, hard difficulty like I am. I don't know why I've decided to be so extra with the difficulty. Especially since I'll probably just have to make a separate series on doing the whole thing on crazy anyway. Okay. Gargochuar is done. And with that, so are all of Rose's missions. Now, once you've completed all of Rose's missions, then, kind of like in the Citron situation, you can actually access this little treasure room. And she actually gives you a really, really cool hat for Rose. Actually, remember what this one is called? It's the Eternal Dragon Ramp. And I think I actually have a character that has it on. But yeah, at this point, if you've liked the video, then go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Especially subscribe. And like I said when we first started the video, remember to check out Wolfie Plays, because he has done a lot of videos on this game. He's even playing a Plants vs. Zombies fan game right now. I think it's called, Beautiful Town. Yeah, that's the one he's playing. Yeah, he's using good old things like Triceratopses. Man, we don't even have a Triceratops around here. But yeah, you should definitely go check him out. So I know I'm 90% sure. No, I don't have a Rose that has that hat on. No, I didn't want to play her. I wanted to customize her to show off the hat, you bellend. Let's go with this one. It's a hat. It is probably, yeah, wait, no. That's the star wrap. There is, I think, yes. That's the hat that you get for completing all of Rose's missions. The Eternal Dragon Wrap. It is such a nice looking hat. It looks so good. I really wish Rose was a somewhat playable character. Like, she's playable, but not in any way that isn't irritating and gimmicky as all shag. Like, seriously. Such a pretty character. What a waste that she has such terrible stats. But anyway, yeah, as I've already said at this point, I would very much appreciate it if you liked the video, if you could like, comment, and even subscribe. Especially subscribe. Subscribing being the most important bit. So, other than that, have a good day, and I guess we will finally be moving on to the corn missions next time. So, yeah, that'll be a very, very interesting quest. See you all next time.